know I got the receipts, girl. You know I got the receipts. Evan, sit down. Do what mommy say. Welcome back to the Sweet Pea Diaries. It's your girl, Sweet Pea. I'm sorry, and I am back with another video. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. And if you are a new subscriber, welcome to the Sweet Pea Diaries. Be sure to like this video, share this video, but most importantly, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I really hope you did not hear me telling Evan to do what mommy say. He knows when I'm getting ready to go live, child. He start doing a whole bunch of stuff, and I had to tell him. So hopefully you did not hear me. I was cutting my mic on, right. But child, this is not April's Fools. This is not an April's Fool's joke. And if anybody was on Mr. Dennis Byron's live, you know that he brings us all of the Cardi B, Tasha K updates, because he gets them straight from the horse's mouth. He ain't got to tell me. I know he be talking directly to Cardi, okay? Because even during his live, I know he was talking to Cardi. And I told him, I said, you better come on now talking to Cardi on your live. But this is not a joke, and it appears, child, I got up this morning and I was getting ready to log on to that goddamn Zoom because I already knew what it was giving. You know, it's like all of this that's been going on. I already knew that the injunction, it was a slam dunk. So I was ready. I was ready, front row center. I was ready. And I think a lot of people were ready. And we were ready to see this go down. But we're going to pay some bills real quick. And then we're going to jump right into it because this is breaking news. It appears that this is over. This lawsuit is over, but not quite yet. I got something for y'all. So let's pay a bill and we'll be right back. I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to ExpressVPN, friend of the channel and protector of my online data. They are giving away 3 months free on a 1-year package to all Sweet Pea Diaries viewers by using the link in the description box below. Now, this is a service that I personally use 100% of the time when I'm on the internet using my phone or computer. It allows me to bypass content restrictions while traveling and ensures all of my data is 100% private and safe wherever I connect to the internet. Using ExpressVPN also allows you to get discounts when using services like Expedia, NBA League Pass, and Netflix. ExpressVPN also has 24/7 customer support to answer any questions and support all of your needs. So take back your internet privacy today by clicking on the link in the description box below and find out how you can get 3 months free. And of course, as always, we would like to personally thank our sponsor, ExpressVPN, for sponsoring today's video. Now, y'all know that Tasha has been going back and forth with Cardi B with this lawsuit, and we've been covering it. And we were ready. It looks like this was going to be the end of it. This is in the injunction. And lo and behold, it is canceled. So Dennis, he tweeted, Cardi tweeted, she had an announcement. She's got to tell Barty Gang something. I don't know what that is going to be. I don't know if it's going to be about this case. But I know that Dennis provided us with an update. He basically stated, and you know how Dennis is, he can't just tell us what Cardi and the team has told him. He's got to be secretive in what he's saying. He can't just come right out and tell us. But there were a lot of people that were a little bit, confused by his update, and I saw right through it. I know exactly what it is. So let me just tell you what's going on. All right. So when we looked up, and we were getting ready to jump into the Zoom, it says that it is canceled. Okay, you go on Pacer and it says cancellation as of 3:31 yesterday. They entered it in on the docket. So you would think that this is okay, it's going to be set for another date. They do have an extension set for 30 days. And you would think, okay, well, that's what this means, that somebody just canceled. Maybe they had something to do. Maybe Cardi had something going on. Maybe Tasha got surgery. I'm hearing thyroids is acting up. I don't know. But that is not the case. It is not going to be rescheduled. This injunction hearing, it is over. There is no injunction. It will not be rescheduled. There's not going to be another date. Okay, according to Dennis Byron. Now, this is all coming from, his update, and I was there watching it, and a lot of people were like, okay, but they were confused. So they're like, Sweet Pea, will you go live and tell us what is it? All right, so based off of what I've seen and what I've researched and saw, this is really what's going on. Tasha has settled behind the scenes. It is not Cardi B is lost. Cardi B has settled. There's no way for Cardi to settle. Cardi won already. She won the case. She won a judgment of $3.8 million. And we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that, the appeal, all of that. Because I know everybody got questions. So let's just take it step by step. Cardi and Tasha, they were supposed to have the injunction. So we go up there and it's canceled. So really, based off of the tea, it is that Tasha K settled behind the scenes. She was not prepared to go and do this injunction hearing because she knew that she was going to lose it. She knew that the judge was going to lay into her ass and that she was going to be found even more in a liability where she wouldn't, maybe they was going to take the channel. It would have been something detrimental to her and her bag. So what does she do? Like a coward. And I'm saying she's a coward because she has started this entire thing. She has been the one to drag this out for 3 years. She was being asked to take down. Let me get this boy outside. Hold on, you guys. Let me get the kids to take him out because he is wandering around and he better not pee in my house. Hold on for 1 minute. Give me a moment, you guys. Okay, you guys. Yeah, I had to get Evan together. But I see everyone is coming in. Good morning, everyone. If I did not speak to you, I am sorry. I see CR is in the building. I see Knight Rider, Helen Johns, Marlena, Orabo Sexy, Dover Girl, Call Me Darling, Eve, Monique, Sweet Dark Chocolate. It's Nikki, not Nikki, my moderator. Dynasty Doll, Lady, Lovely One, CR, Kelly 25. Susie Davis, my moderator. Monica, my moderator. Lovely One. I think I said that. Mimi Twin. Hey, girl. Life with the Leonard family. Sharon Williams. Fly Fi. And Sun Goddess. I see you guys. I got to shout out my people. But so that's what it's giving. Okay, so it is postponed. Not really. It is canceled. That's what it is. They have given a 30-day extension, and Tasha K has agreed behind the scenes with Cardi B and her team that she is going to cut the crap. She's going to stop the BS. She's going to stop the bullying. She's going to stop the I ain't got it. She's going to stop all the shit that she does online. So you're going to see it's going to quiet down. You're going to see her quieting down. Now, if she doesn't, that's what the 30 days is for. That's what the 30-day extension is for. If she does not adhere to what she has told them that she's going to stop doing, then when they go back in 30 days, if it has not been adhered to, then we stepping on the gas. So this woman that has went before everyone and bragged and boasted and like she did me, had her damn winos come over here and cyberbully me, say that I was putting up false shit. She stalked every blogger, every person that is reported on this case, said that we lie. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Say that we lie, all of this, and just to go and like a coward behind the scenes and tap out. Because she does not have the money. She does not have the resources to fight a Cardi B, to fight a machine like Cardi B. She definitely don't. And when I say machine, I'm not talking about this damn government conspiracy shit she talking about. I'm talking about the well-oiled machine that is Cardi B, the professional, the superstar, the one that has all these attorneys that are high-priced, educated, well-versed in the law. Tasha K doesn't have the resources or the revenue to fight that. So instead of starting what she's finished what she started, she has decided to go behind the scenes and work out a deal with Cardi B and her attorneys where she is going to calm down. She's going to stop doing what she was doing. And then they're going to wait 30 days to see if she adheres to that. And then if not, then we'll see what it's given. Okay, so that's basically what she has done. All right, she's cyberbullied. She's attacked Cardi B. She's caused her emotional, mental detriment, and then just only to go behind the scenes and work out a deal because she's bragged and lied to everyone. And everyone's, Dennis was saying on his live that she's fooled everyone, and she ain't fooled me. Never once has she fooled me because I know what it's given. I do YouTube. I am a YouTuber, okay? And I might not have a million subscribers. I might not have hundreds of thousands of views. It doesn't matter. I know what YouTube is. I know what it pays. I know what it's giving. Tasha K is not a millionaire, and it has cost Cardi time and money. Now, see, this is what Cardi is better than me. Because I wouldn't give a damn whether or not she made a promise or not. Because I know TK and I know, it's going to be quiet for 30 days. It's going to be quiet until that goddamn 30-day hearing and that date is gone. And then again, when the money ain't coming in because the views ain't viewing, that's when she's going to start her shit up again. And Cardi going to be right back in court because she's going to be sneaking around thinking that she can throw shit up and then delete it. Put shit up and then delete it. But we see that Cardi's attorneys, they're everywhere. So Tasha, my advice is you better stick to it. You better stick to it. But Cardi is better than me. That's what I'm telling you. That is the woman that is Cardi B. That's why we all relate to Cardi. We can all relate to her because she is a human being. She is a woman with feelings. She still, through all of this, has had mercy on Tasha K. And there is no reason that she should even extend any grace or mercy because Tasha had none for her. She had none for her. So she's better than me because I would have said, I don't give a good goddamn what promises that she's making. We going through with this. Bring her ass into court. Bring her ass to this injunction. So she would have not gotten any grace from me. I'm sorry. So she knew what it was giving. She absolutely knew. So I'm going to tell you right now, if she even tries to spin this in such a way, if she even tries to throw any hidden innuendos that it was Cardi that conceded, her ass gonna be right back and hauled into that court so fast, it's gonna make her goddamn head spin. So it would behoove you, Tasha K, to keep your end of the bargain. We know that you're a liar. We know that you are a narcissist. We know that you don't concede to anything, but your ass conceded this day. Oh, you conceded this day because you knew they've been tearing your ass up in court. And rather than come out and tell the people that your ass got tore up, what did you do? Behind the scenes, you worked out a deal. And you said, I'm not going to talk about her anymore. I'm going to stop bullying her. She just can she please take her foot off my neck? Cardi, you know you ain't had to do me like that, girl. You know I was just motherfucking playing. See, y'all be laughing when I do this shit. When I do those, but it is a reason behind when I say that. And this is it right there. You know I was just motherfucking playing. You ain't had to do me like that, Cardi. Girl, can we talk, Cardi? Please, can we talk, girl? Can you call me? When I say that, yes, a kiki. It's funny. And y'all laugh. Y'all say, you sound just like Tasha K. But that's what that bitch does behind the scenes. Because any woman would that has a $3.8 million judgment hanging over their goddamn head. Ain't nobody got $3.8 million. Okay? Ain't nobody got it. So that's what any reasonable person would be doing behind the scenes, trying to work it out. That's what people do with court cases. They try to work it out. They try to settle. They try to get plea deals. That's what normal human beings does. But she gets up here and tries to act like she's not a normal human being. That she is so different from anyone on YouTube. Girl, you are no better, no different, no bigger, no larger than any of us. Than anyone. You sitting right here with, you're our coworkers, girl. You are no better. But I tell you one thing that you ain't got that we got, honey, that we ain't got, that you got. A goddamn $3.8 million judgment. None of us owe Cardi B or anybody $3.8 million. But you do. You got that shit is itch. It's like a monkey on your back. It's like a itch that I can't reach. That I can't scratch. But you did that to yourself. So rather than come up here and face the public and give them the honest truth and say, you know what, I got a little bit in over my head. I really should have took them damn videos down when I, had the chance, when she asked me to. I went a little bit too far. No, she's not going to do that. She'll never do that. She'll do the little sneaky shit behind the scenes. She'll ask for mercy and grace. But she won't let us know that she's doing that. But I know what you're doing. So that's what it's giving you guys. She has settled behind the scenes. She's settled. Now, what does it mean for her appeal? Absolutely nothing. Her appeal will continue. She will continue to try to enter in an appeal. She's got it. Like I said, Dennis was talking about this as well, but we already covered that over here. We've already given you guys an outline on that. They've set dates. They've set a calendar and a timeline when briefs and when all this stuff has to be turned in. Now, I don't know. He's supposed to be coming live with another update. I don't know if they've dropped that. I don't know. But usually the appeal is separate from the injunction. It has nothing to do with the injunction hearing. Her appeal is for the judgment. Okay. And Cardi may never get that money, which is the sad, reality of it all. When a person has a judgment, I mean, even in real life, and I say real life because this is just YouTube. It should have never got this far. But in real life, in the real world, when someone gets sued and they have a judgment on them, then it's a collection agency or a third party that will try to collect that money. So Cardi will have to then go after the $3.8 million to make sure that Tasha K pays. And that will not be hard for Cardi B to do. She'll be able to do that. But as far as the appeal, Tasha will still, she's got to enter in a brief, give a reason why she is appealing. And like I said, there has to be errors in the case. There has to be something that was an error, a flaw during the lawsuit proceedings. It cannot be, I didn't like the judgment. I don't want to pay. I don't got it. It can't be none of that. It has to be something that was wrong to overturn, the ruling, and you would actually entertain that in front of the judge with a brief. You have to send him that first, and send the court, should I say. You have to send the court your brief and your reasoning. So there is a calendar set for it of when certain things got to be turned in. So the actual, appeal has nothing to do with the injunction. So that will continue to go forth. So, yep, she still has the judgment. She still got to pay Cardi B. It is not, everything is thrown out. The injunction was the last part of this whole proceeding, okay? It would have said what she can do, because basically what Cardi B was doing Cardi was saying, okay, this is over. You guys gave me a $3.8 million judgment. But this woman will not stop. She is still on live. She's still doing little videos saying she ain't got it. She's got her attorneys jumping up saying they ain't got it. She's trolling me still. She's disrespecting the court and their judgment by still going out in the public and playing these games. So she said, Judge, we need an injunction. We need to make her stop. We need to put a gag order. We need something. So that's what the injunction was going to be for. It was going to be an additional ruling on top of the financial judgment to say the financial judgment is not enough. We need something in writing to say that she can't go online and do da-da-da-da-da. She can't make these videos. She can't do this. That's what the injunction was for. So it is separate from the judgment. It has nothing to do with the financial award. Nothing. All right. Lily says, at this point, Tasha let it go. True, but she exposed Tasha. She absolutely did. How do you work and owe $3.8 million? Huh? She gonna have her minions doing that. That's exactly what they're going to do. See, this is what I can see Tasha doing. I can see Tasha. This is what I see her doing. Mark my words, because I'm telling you, I know this fool and how she operates just by how she operates on YouTube. I don't know what she does in her personal life, but I know her YouTube shenanigans. And I know what she's going to do. She will let the public and her people in the comments spin a narrative and she won't stop them. She'll let it go and she'll make little faces and say little stuff. Y'all know the deal. She'll do little shit like that and make it seem like what they're saying is true, but she just can't say it because legally she's legally bound and she can't say it. But y'all got it. That's what happened. She will try to spin it as though Cardi conceded and that she had Cardi backed up in a corner. But if anyone has any goddamn brains and they know anything about the legal system, you have a judgment of $3.8 million, and it was so bad that they were about to have an injunction. So that's telling you right there. There is no winning. There's no winning there's no win. She didn't win. She won nothing. Okay, if anything, she groveled. She crawled on her knees to Cardi B in the end and begged her to take her foot off her neck. That's what she did. She did not win. She did not back Cardi B in a corner. Cardi didn't give up and say, you know what, I'm just done with it. No. She came to Cardi B at 11:59 begging for mercy. We promise not to do this. We promise not to do that. We will stop. So they got 30 days to prove and show that that's what they intend to do. So I'm telling you, the attorneys will be there. They will be in the bushes. They will be lurking and they will be paying close attention. Okay, so I'm telling you, you better stick to your word. You better stick to your word, because if not, you're going to be back up in that court and Judge Ray is not going to be playing with you. He already does not like you. He does not like you and he does not like your lawyers. So I suggest that you work whatever you've worked out with Cardi B and her team, that you stick to it, ma'am. Okay, that you don't come up here and you don't play these games, that you stick to it. But like I said, y'all, Cardi better than me. She better than me, because I would have had her ass. I wouldn't give a damn how much she groveled and how much she begged. You did this to me and you caused me to have to spend all this money. You caused me, embarrassment in the public. You've taken 3 years of my life back and forth into court. You've talked about my daughter. You've talked about my husband. You've talked about me for clicks, views, likes, shares. I wouldn't give a damn what you begged for. I would have said no, nope, no ma'am. That's what I would have said. Cardi better than me. And that's what I say. Cardi continues to show that, why people are, why they gravitate towards her. She continues to show grace and mercy, even through circumstances like these. And she got that. You got that, sis, because I wouldn't have did it. No, ma'am. I wouldn't have done it at all. So we'll be watching for you, girl. And I'm pretty sure your attorneys got it, but we'll be watching and we'll be screenshotting and sending it, dropping it off like we was doing the whole goddamn time. And now, yes, honey, I say it. Tasha K. The whole goddamn time we was screenshotting and sending shit to. Honey, every time we saw something, we was sending it to Cardi B. Boop, boop. We was dropping it off. Boop. So, honey, we'll be watching. We'll be watching. Barty Gang will be watching. And we will be dropping the shit off. Boop. Here you go, in case you missed it. So, TK was begging for mercy. Basically, you know she gonna try to spin it. We watching, girl. Exactly. You were confused. See, what it is, Dennis, you know, he gets his information straight from the horse's mouth. And I think, you know, he talks directly to their team. And he talks to Cardi, he talks to, you know, the lawyers and stuff, and they tell him he can't say certain things. He can't just. So, you know, when you're trying to, you know, beat around the bush, basically, when you're trying to expose something without really exposing it, it's only but so much you can say. But honey, I was sitting there and I was in them comments and I was like, okay, so this mean that, I just put it together. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, let's go live. Boop, boop, boop. And it looks like she deleted all of the videos. So, that's what she did, CR. So that's basically what I told you. That's what she did. She made an agreement. She has made a settlement deal with Cardi B. She's taken down the videos. She has agreed to stop talking about Cardi B, and we will see if she sticks to it. So she got a 30 days, and in them damn 30 days, we will be watching. If you even so much breathe, sneeze, Cardi B, girl, we on your ass. We will be dropping it off. Boop. We watching. Stick to your goddamn interviews and your lies and your goddamn lipstick alley content. Your tabloids. You done jumped on Wendy Williams and Kevin and them, and we watching that shit too. And we gonna make sure that anything we see that is out of line with that, we gonna be dropping it off to them too. Bloop! Because motherfuckers is on your ass. They are on your ass, and they are going to make you adhere to traditional journalistic practices, whether you want to or not. It's enough of the tabloid style journalism. It is enough of the trying to expose people using lies and deceit, trying to deceive the people. You spun all these narratives to them goddamn drunk ass winos, and they believed it. You got money. You rich and powerful. You got it. Lawyers that had never lost a case. Child, please. She wasn't fooling me. She was not fooling me. I told you guys last week. Now she's trying to pivot to Wendy Williams and Kevin Hunter. Now she's trying to go back to that. She'll go back to the R. Kelly stuff too. She's trying to go back to things that has made her money, that has made her views. Because it's all about the click and the view for Tasha K. She doesn't do anything that is of value. Her shit's all trash. It's all about exposing people's private moments and exposing their affairs and their mistresses, all that dirty, nasty shit that people want to see. She doesn't know anything about ethics. But Cardi B taught your ass today, didn't she? She taught your ass. She kept her foot on your neck, and just like a, oh, please, girl, take your foot off my neck. I can't take it no more. Cardi, stop it, girl. I can't take it no more. Child, at the last minute, at the last minute, he said, Tasha, now you better get this straight. You better, because I told you I'm leaving you. I'm going to leave you if you don't get this straight. You have put this family, you have embarrassed this family, and you have cost us money. Money. A lot of money you have cost us. If you don't straighten up your act, I'm leaving you. Child, Shaq said, oh my goodness, I've been told you to leave her alone. I've been told you. Now look, oh my goodness, but you deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve to be embarrassed. I don't have no part of it. It wasn't me. It wasn't me, Judge. It was not me. I did do nothing. I don't know nothing about it. All I did was edit the videos. All I did was edit the videos. I don't know nothing. Don't put me in it. I told her. I said, how do you know? How do you know? When she said that he was cheating, I said, how do you know? I said it. I tried to stop her. I tried. Not the foot on your neck. She says she having neck surgery. I'm telling you. Hey, Tenneke. I'm telling you, honey. I am telling you. She say, take that foot off my neck, girl. You ain't have to do me like that, girl. You know you didn't. I was just motherfucking playing. You know I was just motherfucking playing. You didn't have to do me like that, girl. You did not have to do me. You didn't embarrass me in front of all these motherfuckers. You did not have to do me like, Cardi, please call me. I told y'all, and y'all be laughing when I say it, but that's exactly what she did at 11:59. She went behind everybody when everybody was sleeping, bitch. This update came at, honey, when I went up there and looked at, I said, God damn it, she done snuck this shit up here at 3:31 yesterday at the last minute. They put this shit up here. She snuck behind everybody while everybody was asleep. She not. Cardi, it's me, girl. It's me. It's me on the line. I'm just motherfucking playing. I told you I was just motherfucking playing. Cardi, take your foot off my neck. Please take your foot off my neck. She snuck up on that motherfucker. It's me. It's Tasha K. Bitch. Cardi, you better than me because I wouldn't have done it, bitch. I would have said, grovel, bitch. Grovel. You did it to yourself. You did it to yourself. I wouldn't have entertained it at all. At all. I would have said, bitch, have your ass in court. You better have your ass up on that Zoom and your lens better be clear. Girl, you better have your earplugs in. You better have that goddamn blue screen in the back. You better have your goddamn microphone tuned up. Bitch, we are going to be on that Zoom at 9:30. I don't give a fuck what you say, bitch. You better be there. That's what I would have said, bitch. I don't care. You better be there. Better be there. I would have put my ears, my hands in my ear. I don't hear shit. I wouldn't have heard nothing. Nope, I don't hear you, Tasha. All I see is Birkin bags. I don't hear you. All I see is Birkin bags. Come on, Kocha, we're going on the plane. Do you hear anything? Do you hear? I don't hear. Do you hear? I don't hear. No, ma'am. I would have said absolutely not, bitch. No. No. Run me my money. Bring your ass up here. Judge, bring us. I don't want to go. She would have been dragging, kicking and screaming. No, I don't want to go. No. Child, please. Girl, no. I would have said, honey, I don't care. I don't care. I do not care. But again, that's Cardi. That's how she is. She's, she's got mercy and, something that I just don't possess. I wouldn't give a fuck. I wouldn't give a good goddamn. I wouldn't have gave a good goddamn. I mean, she put that girl through a lot. Like, y'all don't know what it's like to be cyberbullied. Because, I have gotten a little taste of it as to, like what's been happening with me on YouTube and everything. And I've gotten a little taste of how it is to be cyberbullied and harassed online by people that you don't know, and to have narratives spun about you that are false. I have had that happen to me, and I know how it feels. So can you imagine millions of people talking about you, your family, your children, spreading lies, and some woman that you don't know? Like, come on. Bitch, you a hoe. Bitch, herpes B, Cardi B. I mean, it was just too much. So there you have it, you guys. Tasha K at the last minute at 11:59. She begged, she pleaded, and she made a deal. She is settled behind the scenes, okay? She has told Cardi B and her team that she will stop the madness. She will stop the bullying. She has taken all said videos down, and she's saying she's going to move on. She's going to stop. But there is a 30-day extension. And if she has not done so within these 30 days, honored her word and stuck to her word, she will be hauled back into court. Thank you, Red Lipstick Hustler. I got stitch braids, you guys. You like them? They call stitch braids. You see it? Thank you. Thank you. I try, things are looking up a little bit. I was able to get my hair done. I'm still, things are tight. The budget is tight, but things are starting to look up. We're starting to come out, on the other side. So your girl was able to get her hair done. Y'all know I ain't had my hair done in a while. I had the little, the knotless braids a couple weeks ago. And then I was able to, give me a little, thank you. So thank you so much, you guys. I really appreciate the compliments. Child, y'all know it's rough out here. Money is tight. It's hard to come by, which is why, girl, I would not want no $3.8 million judgment over my head. And I'm real enough and raw enough to say I am an everyday woman living like everybody else out here. YouTube is a hustle. YouTube does not give you an exact payment every month. It is up and down based on your views and everything. So it's like, what are you willing to do to keep these views? What are you willing to do to keep that money coming in? And that's where Tasha K was at with this Cardi B shit. She kept it going because it was giving her clicks. It was giving her views. And I know how tempting that is. It is tempting. Like, I got information last week with this Kevin Hunter, Wendy Williams information. I had a source that is, might as well say, straight from the horse's mouth, right? Unofficially, officially, might as well say directly from the camp, right? But I made a promise that I would not expose certain things, that I would not tell certain things. There was things told to me that I could have came up here and blew the internet up, and made my money, got my clicks, got my views. I could have set it on fire as it pertains to Wendy Williams. But I am not that way. I have integrity. Thank you for the $10, Carmen. I appreciate it. Hey, Toxic. So it's a girl. Lisa girl says, so she does not have to pay. Yes, she still does. Hey, Mary Jean, thank you for the $4.99. Yes, she still does have to pay. The judgment is not going anywhere. The judgment is still there, but it is giving. Will she pay? Will she make them go after her with a collection agency? It's on Cardi now to get the money. The judge and the court have already issued the verdict. They already said you owe her $3.8 million. The jury has already made that known. That's what she has to pay. But what happens after that is up to the plaintiff. She's got to now get her money. Tasha don't just say, okay, here it goes. It's now Tasha's team to try to figure out how they can stall that by doing an appeal, which, like I said, the court. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Hello, Iffy, for the $20. I appreciate you guys. But now it's on them, to now collect the money. And, Tasha's not going to voluntarily turn in $3.8 million. She's not going to voluntarily say, okay, here, let's start taking money out of my check. She's not going to do that. So it is just, look at it as if it was you and you have a judgment, whether, you had got evicted or something like that, or the credit people you owe money. When you have a judgment on you, it is now up to the person that has issued the judgment to get the money. So they have to hire a third party, an agency, to collect the money for you, right? So you got to go after your money. So that's what Cardi's going to have to do. Now, Tasha issued an appeal, but it does not mean that that appeal is automatically entertained by the court. She has to show why she's asking for an appeal. So she has to send in a brief has to outline what her reasons are for the appeal. And in order for it to be accepted, it has to be an error in the case. So Tasha's attorneys, what they are doing, they're combing through the transcripts, combing through all the court documents, and they are looking for errors to see if there were any errors made and what their angle is going to be for the appeal. You can't have an appeal based off of, I don't have it, I ain't got it, I don't like the ruling. It has to be some type of error in the case, and it can't be newfound evidence. It can't be new information. It has to be already in the case. So, excuse me. What could she possibly appeal? Nothing. That's why the judge was always saying during the trial, hey, we're not going to do this. Hey, we're going to do, because they could use that in appeal. They could. So, Judge Ray was very sure to make sure they did everything by the book. So, Keita says she has so many incomes. How would they get it? A mess. So really her income stream that they could use to do a garnishment. They could use AdSense, Google AdSense, which is how we get paid through YouTube. You have to have a 1099. It is just like an employee working for a company. So to get it through YouTube, they would just enter in paperwork, and it'll have her check garnished, and it'll be a certain amount, a certain percentage according to the state. What state they're gonna go by, and probably Georgia, since she lives in Georgia. The state regulations as it pertains to garnishment, and they would garnish her wages. Hey, Marcella. So that's basically what will happen. All right. So that's what happens, you guys. And then she does have other incomes. She does have the, her deals with her sponsors, and she's got, her website and whatever other avenues of money comes in. Well, if the court issues the ruling for the $3.8 million, and now Cardi's team is trying to collect on that money from other various streams, they would send a direct judgment to Tasha, the company, hey, this is what it is that you have to pay us. And then, they'll take it to the court. The court will, because any type of garnishment, it goes through a court. Everything like this goes through the court. So once it goes through there and that is found, this is what will have to be paid, they issue it to her and she's got to pay it, so. But as we know, there are a lot of times where judgments are entered and on people, and people take years to pay, if they even pay. So just because something, they say you need a garnishment. In order to get your money guaranteed, you need to have it garnished, because then it's going to automatically be debited. If you leave it up to her and say, here, we send you this bill every month, we want to check, she's not going to pay that. She's going to stick and move, bob and weave. So we need a garnishment. That's probably what they will go for. They'll go for that AdSense Google account money. All right. Whew. So that's it, you guys. That's what TK did. She went behind the scenes and she worked out a settlement, and she's taken down the videos. But I told you that's what it was going to be giving. That's what they would have done in the injunction. They would have made her take the videos down. They would have told her what she can and cannot do, what she can and cannot say going forward. So all she basically did was do this behind the scenes and, worked it out with Cardi B and her team, instead of having a permanent injunction from the court legally. So they just better make sure that she sticks to it. Me, I would have had it in writing with the court, because I know her slick ass. She will do something for 30 days and then it'll be given, okay, I'm not making no money, and now I'm going to be slick with the shit, and I'm going to go say little shit here and there. And because it is not protected by a court order, she could do that. And now it's going to be, now I got to haul her back in court. I got to file paperwork all over again, and it is not in writing by the court, so she's not out of bounds. Legally, she's not out of order, because there's no court order saying that she can't talk about this. I would have taken it that far, Cardi. I would have kept it going, and I would have had the shit in writing from the court that she can't say this legally. She can't do this legally. She got to keep these videos down. So now we don't know if, now I would hope, and I know Cardi's team is smart. They're attorneys that are well versed in the law. So I'm pretty sure they have this shit in writing, right? They probably got something somewhere that they got where she listed what she's not going to do and what she's going to live by as it pertains to Cardi B. They better have that shit in writing. Because if it was just some legal over the phone shit, no ma'am. But I'm pretty sure they have it in writing because they know she's slick and unethical as well. So they probably got all their I's dotted and their T's crossed. But like I said, I would have not shown her any mercy. No ma'am, I just would not have. But that's Cardi B, you know. That's why we love Cardi. She's, you know, normal everyday woman just like all of us, right? So that's what we got, guys. That's what we got. Within the 30 days, she has to sign some things. Right. Okay. So she's going to have to sign, you know, the agreement and what she agrees to within these 30 days. And if she does not adhere, then her ass is going to court. That judge messed up and insulted Olga and her team in front of the jury, which was a no-no. He also apologized, admitting to being wrong. Based on that, no, she does not. That is not, that's not a reason for an appeal. That's not an error in the case. No. An insult, he did not insult Olga. He did not, by telling her that she was out of line or that she didn't do something legally, that is not an insult. And no, that is not a reason for an appeal. There has to be a legality, a legal error. That's not a legal error. Now, if you want me to really pick apart, we can do that, you know, because you guys know I come up with receipts, but we've done that already. We've done videos about that, but we can do that now. Now, we can show what actually has to be an error. We can pick apart the transcripts and pick it apart, but we're not going to do that. We legally, you know, common sense, we know. That's not a legality. Admitting that someone messed up with a brief or, you know, telling them you did this wrong. What is wrong with you? Having an attitude with judges do that all the time. They voice their frustration all the time. So then you mean to tell me every goddamn case would be appealed based off of the judge's mood, the judge's lashing out and frustrated at an attorney? No. That is not a reason for an appeal. Sorry. Civil court different than criminal court. Right. And this isn't a criminal case. It was a civil case. So no, so she's not paying. Yes, she still has to pay. As I stated, the judgment is separate from the injunction. The injunction was basically just saying at the end of this case, you were found to have to pay $3.8 million, but that was not enough for you because you kept doing whatever it is you were doing in the press, you kept doing it. So they were going to go to court and say legally on paper on an injunction, this is what she now has to do even further because the 3.8 judgment was not enough. So now we need basically like a gag order, or we have to tell her to take these videos out, what she can legally say and not say pertaining to Cardi B. That's what the injunction would have been. Like what she can do going forward on top of the $3.8 million because that wasn't enough. So no, she's going to appeal it. She's appealing it. But like I said, they have entered in a calendar for this appeal. So she sent in her notice to appeal. Next, there's a brief that has to be submitted. And the brief is, what's your reasoning for appeal? And once she sends that in, and then Cardi responds to that, like, well, I don't believe that that's, you know, accurate because the judge, you know, the court reads all that, and then they determine will they hear the appeal. It's going to either be taken or objected or denied, you know, objected. So they will either accept the appeal or they will say no. All right. So just because where Tasha K is at the moment with her appeal is just a paper that she paid $500. She paid $505 or $503, whatever it was. She paid for a notice of appeal. That was the first paperwork. That wasn't the actual appeal. We went over that in a previous video. That was not the brief. That was just a filing, a notice of appeal. Just like the same thing that you file when you file a lawsuit, your intent to sue, right? She's sending an intent to file an appeal. What comes after that is a packet, the brief of why I'm filing appeal. Because at this moment in the case, there was an error according to law, You know how lawyers do. They reference other cases and laws and everything in law books. According to this law and that, you can't do this in a court. And the judge did this, or the lawyer did this, or whatever error in the case. So they got to break that down in a brief. They have to show their case in a brief of why they need an appeal. They send that. Then Cardi, her team, did what they do. They come back and say, no, none of that makes sense. None of that happened. They argue that. And then the appellate court decides if they're going to hear the appeal case. They either accept it or reject it. So when she says an appeal's been filed, yeah, she's buying time. But I told you, it's going to move like that. The fact that they already have dates on the calendar for when all these things are due, I told you it was going to move. It ain't going to be no years or months stretched out. So she can try to stall all she wants to. She's going to have to pay this judgment. Now, how she pays it, how they collect it, that's Cardi B. She's got to do that, unfortunately. Just because it was entered in by the court that she got to pay $3.8 million, it is not the court's job to collect the money. Tasha K is not going to just willingly give Cardi B $3.8 million. Cardi has to go after it, unfortunately. So that's what comes next. Hiring a third-party company to either garnish the wages or whatever. But that has nothing to do with the injunction hearing today. The injunction hearing today was basically closing out this lawsuit. It was the last part of the lawsuit. The lawsuit was done with the $3.8 million, and it would have been a end date on the case if they had not had to file an injunction because Tasha kept talking her shit. But now that she's went behind the scenes and she's worked out, a deal and said, I took these videos, I'm going to take the videos down. Looks like she's done that part already. And now she has to stop talking about Cardi. So now we have to see if she stops doing that. But like I said, what she going to do, she going to be down letting people talk shit in them damn comments. She's going to be letting people spin a narrative, and she's not going to tell them that it's not true. She's going to let them go with that so that the public and her people still believe that she came out on top, still believe that Cardi is in the wrong, that Cardi deserved to be talked about, that Cardi does have herpes, that Cardi does have HPV, that Cardi put that beer bottle, that she cheated. She's going to let those narratives be played out in the comments. And she's not going to stop people from talking about it. That's exactly what she's going to do. So she cannot talk about it anymore. No. So Makeup Lover, basically what happened, the court date that was set for today, the injunction hearing, it was canceled. So people thought, they're going to reschedule it. No, it was not. It's done. They're not going to have an injunction because Tasha settled behind the scenes. So that's the outline in a quick. She settled behind the scenes. She has agreed to take down videos and certain videos, and she's agreed to stop talking about Cardi B, stop bullying her, and all of this. There is a 30-day window. They will be back in 30 days to decide if this is done. If she stuck to her plan of not talking about Cardi B, if she's kept the videos down, they're not hidden nowhere on other, websites and for people to go pay and look at them, that she actually stuck to that. And then they'll move on and they'll try to collect the money. So that's basically what it is. She just gonna give her a new name. So, and like I said, there is no such thing as she can't mention Cardi B's name at all because that's infringing upon her constitutional rights. You can't take her freedom of speech away from her. But what you can do is the topics that she was found guilty in the defamation of, liable, not guilty, but liable for, the narratives that she was spinning about Cardi. Those are the narratives that she can't spin anymore. Now, she might just find something new. She might just find something new, but she knows that that's not going to be in her best interest to do, because Cardi will sue her ass again. So I'm thinking that she's going to move on, and she's moved on to Wendy Williams and Kevin Hunter. That's who she's going after now. She will use them as her meal ticket. Those are the ones that brought her views before, with Sharena's, having the baby and all of this. And you see how she got their lives thrown up on her backup channel as though they gave her permission to throw their lives up there, and she's making money off that. So that's where she is now. She's pivoted, and she's moving on to other people. So exactly, she better stay off them Instagram late night lives. She better stop it. And she better not get drunk and going up there and talk and rant and rave. You better control your wife. Better put a muzzle on her. Tasha, I told you, get off the live. Turn the camera off. Get off the live. Now. I wouldn't either, Lily. Yeah, so basically, Cardi, had grace and mercy. That's what Cardi did. She had grace and mercy. Tasha begged, pleaded. Cardi, you ain't have to do me like that, girl. You ain't have to do me like that. Cardi, call me. Can you call me, girl? I told y'all, when I say, y'all be laughing. But there's a method to my madness. I know. Tasha K, stupid ass. I ain't been up doing this long, but I know her. I've seen how she move, and I got that bitch down packed. I know how she move. Now, like I said, she ain't fooled me. She fooled the rest of y'all out there thinking that she was a millionaire and she can afford it. Oh, she got it. When it was this, a little $75K, and she thought, $1 million. Oh, I got that. She ain't even had $75K, okay? Trust me. She ain't even had the $75K, all right? So, y'all believe that shit if you want to. She wasn't fooling me. I know the bitch ain't got no money. This is just YouTube. YouTube is your only income. Hey, Swirl Gang. YouTube is Wade, she being too gracious, because I wouldn't have. Right. Lily says, I'm not afraid to throw in the towel. Let it go, Tasha. So hopefully she has let it go. Hopefully she has let it go, and she will stick to what she's agreed. So we'll be watching, girl. I told you, bloop, we'll drop it right into the goddamn DMs. So don't you try it, because we are watching. We are watching you. Don't you try it. We on your ass. So you guys, that's all I got. You guys have a great day. Dennis, he says that he has another update, so we'll be back there later on, going over there and subscribe to his channel, Hip Hop Inquirer on YouTube, and check him out on Instagram under Mr. Dennis Byron. But that's where we get our tea, as far as inside scoop. We back it up with the legal documents, and we look on Pacer and get those. But, we follow Mr. Dennis Byron because we know that he got that inside scoop as it comes to Cardi B. So we can trust what he's saying. But he gave us that tea. He said, yeah, it was canceled. I seen it on. I was ready. I went up there and said, this shit is canceled. What now? But it appears that it's done. It is done. So we'll see what the 30 days is giving. We'll see. So you guys be sure to like this video, share the video, but most importantly, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And you guys have a great and productive day. Again, thank you for sponsoring this video, ExpressVPN. Be sure to click the link. It will be provided in the description box below, and go on over there and get you some discounts, honey. That you can use their VPN service, and you can get Netflix at a discount and a couple other things. All right. So go on over there and tell them that the Sweet Pea Diary sent you by clicking on our link. Bye.